Hi, thanks for having me. I'm Dries. I'm here for the job position.
Well, nice to meet you, Dries. Welcome to our company Swissport. I'm Anouk Noga, I'm the operations manager of the company, and you are interested in the position of customer service manager. We uploaded this vacancy because an employee retired about a month ago, and therefore I invited you to get to know you better. So, my first question is, can you tell me something about yourself?
Of course, I would love to talk something about myself. Um, this role, I'm always working with plants, and I'm always working in hospitality, in restaurants, and what I love most about doing so is to make a real experience for the guests. And just like I take care of my plants, I would like to take care of my customers to give them a growing experience. And I want to continue that during this job.
And do you have an example of a customer? Do you have experience with an example of some kind of situation with a customer that you?
I have an example. For example, in the restaurants during the summer, there are a lot of wasps outside on the terrace because of all the sweet lemonade,
Yeah.
and many people are afraid of wasps. And there were a couple of women at one table, and they were terrified of a wasp that was flying around them. They were panicking. So I walked up to them. I told them, "Take it easy. There's a wasp. That wasp is my friend. I ask him not to hurt you, and I believe he will keep his promise." So with a little bit of humor, I calmed them, and I made it funny as well. So I made an interacting experience for them that took a bad experience and flipped it upside down to a good experience, because the wasp is there still, and I was still getting rid of it, but they knew that I was helping them, and they were calmed down.
Yeah, that's a good solution. Yeah. And why are you interested in this position?
Well, this position gives me the opportunity to handle complaints and to handle the experience of a guest as well. For example, if a guest has a bad experience, I will be able to flip it upside down from a bad experience to a good experience. And this would give me the opportunity as well to prevent something bad to happen. For example, I could design a new experience and tweak it up to have it watertight, so so people won't be able to get a bad experience from happening.
Yeah, that's right. And can you explain a situation where a customer was very angry to you?
Of course, I had plenty, and in my experience, guests get angry when there is a misunderstanding or when they didn't understand something. And that's logical because they felt like they are missing out on something, or they felt misled. And it's always the best to talk, to stay in your ease, stay comfort, because you will, as a person, you would share the emotion with others. And if you stay calm, I think that they would get a bit calmer as well. And you get angry at them as well. That is just explosion of situation. So that's something that you don't want to happen. And mostly it's just an understanding, like I said. For example, when someone walks up to me like, "Hey, I was supposed to get a discount, but I didn't receive it." And of course they are angry because they were supposed to get something, but they didn't get it. And there's an easy fix. Claim your mistake. Say, "Sorry for what happened. I'm going to fix it and get them the money back, or still get them the discount." And like it should happen. And most of the time they will be happy, and most of the time it will be fine. Sometimes people aren't still satisfied with what happened, so they would want to have more. And I'm not the type of person who would give out free stuff. I would try first to make to think about a solution that I could give them for free, because that's in the best interest of the company as well. And if I would give them something to just get rid of them, then it wouldn't be fair to the others as well.
No. They have to understand the story behind it also.
They have to understand the story behind it, and of course I would try to my best to flip it from good to bad.
Yeah.
And I would do everything in my power to do so.
And what exactly can you add to our company?
What I can add to your company? Well, I have a lot of experience in restaurants all over the world, and I believe that I can bring that to the airline, because I'm dealing with different situations in a restaurant than in an airline. So I have a different perspective to look on the situation, on what's happening, and I think that can be a new insight of a situation that might occur on the airplane or on the airline itself.
Yeah, that's right. And what do we want to learn in this function?
Well, since I have a lot of experience in restaurants, I have a lot of insight from restaurants, and I would like to get the other insight from the airline's view. So I want to gain a new perspective, and I want to learn about a different working fields as well.
Yeah. What makes you a good manager?
What makes me a good manager? First of all, I love to coach people as good as I can, because together with everyone, together with the team, you get the job done.
Yeah.
And if someone's feeling down, he or she might drag the team down. So I want to keep everyone's spirits up, and that's my main goal. To keep everyone happy and satisfied, and that everyone would know what they are supposed to do, so it's clear for everyone what they need to do, and when they need to do it. And I think that this clearance and keeping them happy and keeping them positive would make me a good manager.
Yeah, and what is your strength then as a manager, and your weakness?
My strength is my positive energy that I would always want to transfer on other people, and my optimism. I always try to make someone who is feeling down, bad, to cheer them up in a way, or help them in another way, on a more on a longer period. For example, when someone's feeling really down, I would help them to make a plan like, hey, this is wrong right now, but it isn't bad. We can fix it in this manner, for example.
Yeah. And your weakness?
My weakness is that I'm not that dominant. So it's difficult for me to make decisions on the spot. I like to think decisions over, so I can make the best decision as possible, and that can take a little bit longer than usual, and that is my biggest weakness. That I need time to make decisions.
Yeah. Have you held a position of leadership or supervisor in any organization?
I held a position of leadership indeed in restaurants where I worked. I was the leader of a small team, for example, of 5 or 6 employees in the restaurant, and together with the team we would make sure that all the guests are helped, and that all the employees got their break, got enough to eat, and that the guests are helped at the same time, and that everyone knew what they are supposed to do and what role they have, and where they need to be as well. as well do I have an internship position that I had, and that's in the position of a senior, and that's basically a manager,
That's right.
a floor manager. And there I got the position of on a quite a big team, and that offered me to learn more about coaching, and I got new challenges on guiding a larger team and making sure that everyone would know what to do even when I'm not there.
Yeah. So you learned a lot actually during that internship.
I learned a lot,
Yeah.
yes.
My last question is, do you have any questions for me?
I do have a question. Since it is an airline, would you require me to move all over the world, or would you have me based in one station, in one office where I would work?
Yeah, you will have your own office at the company where you will meet the customers or employees to have meetings, for example. So you stay in the company.
It's good to know that I have steadiness.
Yeah.
And are there any possibilities to grow within the company as well?
Yes, for sure. We have different courses that you can follow, for example, for communication or presentation skills. So if you are interested in that, you can follow them.
That sounds very interesting. I'm very eager to work here if you will have me, and I want to thank you for the opportunity that you gave me to have me here.
That's nice to hear. Thank you for your time and answers, and I have enough information to discuss with my colleagues. So in a couple of days you will receive an email. So
thank you very much.
And see you.
See you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.